Shaq caused a stir. He says Steph Curry deserves consideration as the NBA's GOAT. I'm wondering if it's time, Shaq, this is Shaq, and I quote, I'm wondering if it's time to start putting Steph Curry as the best player all time. Kenny, you put him over you? Shaq, yes. Steph has 4 championships. He's won 2 of them without a second All-NBA player alongside of him. He's won 2 of MVPs, one of which is unanimous, and he's the three-point. Well, we know what he's done in the three-point competition. So a combination of his shooting and ball handling has never been. But, Gil, I'm anxious here, but this is why I look at it like women. Okay, a woman might have a standard that she says, okay, for a husband, I want this, 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 and this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
And another lady might say, okay, I want this, but I can do without that. I want this, this, and this, and this. Mm-hmm. For me, I said in order for me to consider you a GOAT, you need at least 3 regular season MVPs, mm-hmm. 2 finals MVPs, and somewhere between 8 and 10 all NBA teams. Woo. For you to be considered the GOAT. Because mm-hmm. think about it now, we're talking about in the history, the 77, 78 year history of the NBA. We're saying you're the best player all time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a very select, could even be considered. You're talking about LeBron. Mm-hmm. You're talking about Kareem. You're talking about Jordan. Mm-hmm. You're talking about Magic. You're talking about Bird. You're talking about Duncan. You're talking about Wilt. You're talking about Russell. Mm-hmm. I don't think because, look, I understand the 3-point shot. Okay, we already know. The only the question of point guard is he and Magic. Mm-hmm. Okay, you like Steph. Okay, fine. You like Magic. Magic is for me. But that's just my criteria. It's like you choosing a woman. Mm-hmm. Well, I needed to be, 5'10". I wanted to have, peanut butter skin. I wanted to have real hair. I wanted to be built like this. Or I wanted to be college educated. I wanted to have a job. Okay, whatever the choices is, that's just my criteria. Where are you on this? I got Steph in my top 10. After he won that title, Gil, I put him in the top 10. I did.
So when you said you GOAT, there's only 2 names, right? The problem with the GOAT discussion is when it was created, the GOAT conversation, there was only one criteria. It was Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Right? That was it. There was and I always ask, so I had to ask 80s players. I had Clyde Drexler, all of them. I said, before Michael Jordan was the GOAT, who did he take the crown off?
They never bestowed that to anybody.
They didn't have any, right? Yeah. So if they didn't have no GOAT, right, I can't give you a criteria because the guy they gave it to at the time, he only had 1 championship. He only had 1. When they gave him this, that you are the best player we've ever seen. You are him.
They were saying that he didn't have no titles.
Yeah, but that was 89. 89. But that's what I'm saying. So it's hard to have a standard when the standard didn't have it. Right. So it's hard to say now you need 5 championships because the people that Magic, Wilt, Russ, Bird, they were considered the GOAT. So their stats don't even matter. Right. So the only person that's in that category is LeBron James. That's the only one who's threatened this. Magic didn't have it. Bird didn't have it. Wilt, Kareem, none of them had it.
Right.
Right. So I can't put you in there now.
Right.
I can't put you, 89, he's it. That means everybody before 89, 88 to 47. No, you're not a part of this. So the only person that actually that is threatening it will be LeBron. Everybody else, you guys are second tier.
For me, I think the thing is for me, Gil, is that, and it's funny that you said that because Wilt numbers are never going to be challenged. Mm-mm. Nobody's ever going to average 50 and 25. Nobody's going to average 44 and 27. Nobody's going to average 30 points and 23 rebounds for a career. Those rebounding numbers ain't nobody getting 55 rebounds in a game. That ain't going to happen.
There's a stat, 14.4 blocks for his career.
Just throw it away. How many? But let's think about it, Gil. If they would have kept block shots, how many triple doubles would he have had?
I
He'd
think
have had 400.
No. He has 800 quadruple doubles.
So,
That
so and that's the thing is that like, and then Kareem came along, and Kareem won 6. He won 6 titles, went to 10, 6 MVPs. He has the most MVPs, and he had a record that many thought would never be broken. I'm old enough to remember when he broke the record at in Vegas. They played Utah.
Yep.
Because back then the NBA wasn't like it was, so they took teams and put them in different places so different people could see them. I'm old enough to remember when the NBA Finals was tape delayed.
Yep.
That's how I go back. So, and I'm looking like, and they're right. No one ever would say, "Oh, he's the best player ever." Because I remember Kareem, when he not when he joined the Lakers, but when Magic got there. I mean, we watched the NBA, mainly the Sixers, because the Sixers were really good in the late 70s. Once they got the dock, they were going to the NBA fight. They lost to Portland and Big Bill Walton. And then you had the Supersonics, and then you had the Bullets. They changed the name because of the violence there. And so when Magic got there, now it's the Sixers and the Lakers. And so now and the Celtics, because Larry Bird. And I'm like, and then it wasn't because we had never seen anything like Michael.
No,
we had never seen a guy. We had never seen anybody that could leverage his flair for the game and what he could do. And the tongue, see the tongue hanging out, and then the best thing and the worst thing that ever happened to everybody else, it's got to be the shoes. It's got to be the shoes, money.
Yeah, it
took him to Gil. When you got a brand,
88?
and you are the brand.
That like when people talk about like the GOAT and they say, oh, he got 6 rings. Just show you 88, 89. That's it.
Is that holiday time of year again? Looking for something different for your favorite sports person on your list? Think Game Time. Tickets for sports, concert, and comedy shows all make fantastic gifts this time of year, even if it's last minute. The best way to buy tickets to any event is on Game Time, the fastest growing ticket app in the U.S. Game Time is the only ticket app that gives you peace of mind with your purchase. They let you see the view from your seat before you buy, so you know exactly what to expect when you arrive. Their all-in prices show you the total up front, so you always know you're getting a great deal. And it takes no time at all. You can buy tickets in seconds with 2 taps. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and redeem Nightcap for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, download the Game Time app. Enter the code NIGHTCAP. That's NIGHTCAP for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
When the shoe company took the wings off and put the logo on, that lets you know right there. Right?
Yes.
But sometimes I don't like talking like stats. Right? When you talk about MVPs, finals MVPs, because now would Russell be considered a GOAT if he had 10 finals MVPs or 9 finals MVPs, right? He would be in a different category, but that wasn't invented then.
Right. The finals MVP didn't come out until 1969, and Jerry West won it on a losing squad.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was the first finals MVP.
Right.
So it wasn't created until after he retired.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? So that's a category that he don't have towards totality.
Right.
So, when we talk about, when we use these MVPs, finals MVPs, they don't mean anything. How did you play the game? Were you dominant? Did you change? So Shaq changed the game. I was there.
Yes.
I was there when he was calling our big man's bums.
Yeah.
How many of these bums you gonna keep putting out here? You can put them all. You can put all 5 centers here on the same court, and I'm running through all of them. I'm there. We had to put a zone in where we had to put somebody in front, back, on the side. Like I was there, right? So what he's saying is he's putting Steph in front. I know he's lying.
Right.
I know he's lying.
Right.
They was drafting big man just
to deal with him.
Just for bodies.
Right.
He's trying to be humble.
Right.
He's trying to be humble. But if you ever see a list that Shaq ain't on the 5, he gets offended every time.
Right. Right.
He created his own five. Have you known that every time he creates a five, he's in
it? And rightfully so. Yeah. Yes, but for Steph to pole vault Kareem and to pole vault Jordan and to let's just say Bron, Kareem, because I think most of the time when we do have this discussion, it's LeBron, Jordan, Kareem. Kareem, Jordan, LeBron. Jordan, Kareem. Now, a lot of the young guys that play when you play put Kobe in there.
Mm-hmm.
The young guys put Kobe in there. Yeah. But it's just it's. But let me ask you a question. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, Jordan has six Finals MVPs, but he only has one MVP regular season.
Yeah,
do we still?
Hell yeah.
I don't know, Gil.
Because the NBA back then, right? Think about it like this. From 90 till he retired. Shit. From 88, 87. Shit.
I think he won 80. I think he won at 88, 89. I think
I'm just saying, but when was he considered the best player on the floor? 81, 5. What I mean,
the thing, Magic and Bird started talking. Although he didn't have the team, because every year I think it was like from 82 all the way to 87, it was basically the Lakers and the Celtics in the finals, with the exception of maybe 1 year, 2 years, it was the Sixers. But you know, Magic won 80, and then Bird won in 81, and then Magic won 82, and then the Sixers 83, and then Larry won 84, and then Magic won 85, the Bird won 86. And then Magic won 87, 88. And then Isaiah won 89, 90. And then here come Jordan, took it over in the 90s. And so everybody's like, well, if he's so great, why he can't break through? But they messed around and I don't know. He went and got the magic potion. And once he broke through.
Yeah. So when we talk about the MVP, if he was the best player in the league, hands down, no questions asked, right? You giving him an MVP trophy or giving it to someone else don't make them better. Like, we know at some point you had to give it to someone else, right? Knowing if he was the best player on the best team, dominating the game, scoring title, this and this, he has 6 rings. How come he don't have 6 MVPs?
Right.
Who deserved it?
Right.
You know what I mean?
It needs to be like hockey. Gretzky won 9 he won Hart trophies every year.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Barry Bonds win the MVPs. If you're the best, don't get tired.
Yeah,
you should get tired of nobody wanting to step up and take it from him. Look, if I'm a voter, if I believe that guy's the best, I'm voting for him. I ain't gonna get tired.
And that's what it is. We get tired. Like, how is this guy's team's number 1 every year? He's averaging 30-something every year, and he's losing. Who is he losing to? Because they're not number 1. They don't, you know. And so the MVPs and all that stuff. Like, I have to watch how you played this game. What was your impact on it versus the statistical part? Because it's jaded, right? The voters are not watching every game,
right?
They're not watching every game. They looking at stats? Oh, he had 32% from the field. They don't say he got quadruple double. They don't say he got quadruple double. So it's we look at, so my 5 is Jordan, LeBron, Kobe, Magic, Shaq.
Okay.
Right. The only reason I don't have Kareem in him, I wasn't alive.
Yeah. You know what? But I think you can attest to this. Kareem is the greatest player that gets the least credit in anybody in NBA history.
Hey! I don't know what I don't know what he did to the reporters, but they do not like him.
He was surly. They didn't like him. That's why he didn't have no.
Also, he was Russell Westbrook.
He was very rough. Worse.